Oh, wow!
In today's video, we are going to be trying to find out what is the most likely release date for Zombies Chronicles 2, or at least the two leaked maps, Die Rise and Buried. Now, if you don't know, these are the two leaked maps that a good majority of leakers are suggesting. They haven't specifically said it's leaked or anything like that, that Cold War Year 2 will be receiving them as content drops for Zombies, which is a huge dub for the community. Not only are we getting some, fan favorite to non-fan favorite maps that are finally going to be remastered, but we are finally going to be receiving our Zombies Chronicles 2 content in a bit of an interesting way. Unfortunately, Transit is not part of this list, and also I have to kind of give the main credit to not Alex on Twitter, I do believe I pronounced that correctly, link is down in the description, to their Twitter account, but they were the ones that tweeted out saying that WMD and Jungle isn't the only content we are going to be getting in year 2, and also on top of that leaked all the multiplayer maps that are suggested to be coming out, and also all of a sudden posted out pictures of both Leroy from Buried and the Dragon from Die Rise, which, well, as you can believe, that will suggest that we will be receiving these inside of Cold War, hopefully this year. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to kind of go over the possible release dates. Do bear in mind, none of this is official, none of this was leaked. I'm just going off of what I am setting my mindset to, since I doubt Cold War Year 2, literally, like the whole idea of it being second year, will release in 2023, and also because we are going to be receiving Modern Warfare 2, and I doubt they would like to take away any of the interest from that game, since it's supposed to be, this revolutionary huge Call of Duty that they're cooking up. So this is most likely, number one, going to be releasing before Modern Warfare 2. It's basically going to be the thing that I do believe Activision is going to be treating as their kind of main income for a while. Obviously, they do earn a lot of money from Warzone and people buying bundles, and also I guess a bit of Vanguard purchases here and there with the bundles as well. If they do release something for Cold War, which was a huge success, that will definitely boost up the amount of money they will be making. And also, I don't think this will be a pay DLC, since I doubt they're going to make you purchase 2 DLC maps, since they've been making every single previous DLC map for free. And also, if there were to be more maps on it, so let's say Transit, which unfortunately isn't coming with it from what we've heard, maybe some remasters from Black Ops 3, or maybe just, I don't know, something else added onto it, then I'd understand if they made it a paid DLC. But I think they're just going to be working off of us buying some operators and stuff, but they first have to bring over people to that game to purchase those for a reason, I guess. Now, there are some people that I saw on the internet speculating that this could happen any week, like at all. I don't think there's enough leaks and information to be suggesting the idea. We are currently working off of a selected amount of leakers that are suggesting the idea. I think once we get closer to some actual like legit stuff, we will be definitely seeing way more leaks. But if you take yourself back all the way to Zombies Chronicles 1, which released in May of 2017, which was like a few months after Infinite Warfare release with Modern Warfare Remastered, we were in a very similar situation. All of a sudden, a lot of DLC 5 leaks came out. I remember watching Zombies YouTubers, Call of Duty YouTubers being like, what could this be? Will this be a DLC 5 with, the same style of extra zombie map, and also on top of that some multiplayer stuff? Then it all kind of developed to be a zombies thing, and of course Jason Blundell himself announced it on JC Backfire's channel that it was called Zombies Chronicles. It was a huge successful DLC. It did cost like $30, 30 euro, whatever else, the currencies, I don't know, I just work with those two usually, and it was like the #1 seller on PlayStation for a really large amount of time, because it did first, release on PlayStation. That was back in the day when exclusives first came out on a certain console. We did kind of see that with Onslaught, but thankfully we don't have that right now, and I doubt they would take that away from people on Xbox, especially since there's that whole Microsoft thing happening. Zombies Chronicles 2, or whatever this new DLC content drop is, it's definitely coming out for everyone at the same time. But I do believe that May could be a possible release date for Zombies Chronicles 2, or at least one of these maps. Now, I don't know if Buried would come first, or Die Rise, or both of them at the same time, but if this is supposed to be year 2 content, I think they do want to kind of spread it out, at least the 2 maps that are going to be coming out over the next few months. I think if they release any of them, I would be super excited. It'll be another addition to the maps to play, and I personally really want to play Die Rise, because we finally have Stamina Up, which prevents you from fall damage, which would be a great thing to have on that map, and also Buried, which I haven't played in such a long time. Another possible release date is over summer, so that could range from June, July, or August. And I know that this isn't kind of narrowing it down to a certain date because I can't predict when it's gonna exactly come out. But the reason why, in my opinion, those months would make the most sense is because that's when most of the people will be on summer holidays from college and schools. Obviously, you know, Call of Duty isn't for kids, but most people that play it are very young. And even people like me who are in college, I will be off from May, but usually around that time people still go to schools and stuff like that, and only in the middle of summer do people get off. And I think that's like one of the best times to be releasing games, releasing any kind of things for video games, because that's when people have the most amount of time to play your game. And that's what I think Activision is really looking for. They're looking for that thing that will bring in as many people as possible to play their game to earn that money. You know, Activision is that greedy company that we've seen multiple times going for that money, and the things that are happening in that company, God, I hope that we don't have to pay for these maps, because personally I kind of don't want to pay them anymore. I'll buy their battle pass here and there, but I'm not willing to pay for those maps. Actually, I probably would pay for those maps. What am I on about? Or I guess the last option is something that I did mention wouldn't make sense at the beginning of the video, but I think I should just go over it because Ralph did go over it on Twitter. We won't be seeing anything zombies related till 2024 or 2025. I don't think Zombies Chronicles or any of this content will come out around then. And if the Zombies Chronicles 2 content or these maps are postponed all the way to the next Call of Duty, that is a huge punch in the face, in my opinion. Yes, there's stuff that we did work off of from Kevin Drew, who on Twitter kind of suggested the idea that they haven't been working on Zombies Chronicles 2, but you have to take into account they're not gonna tell you that they've been working on it. The whole idea of it is for it to be a surprise. We've known that Zombies Chronicles 2 has 100% been finally done for Black Ops 4, but because of its failure, it got cancelled. Obviously, they're not gonna get rid of those maps. Easily, what they are doing right now with the multiplayer maps on Cold War, just porting them over from Black Ops 4, like Jungle looks nearly identical to me like it does on Black Ops 4, including WMD, so they can easily just take those zombies maps, change up some things, obviously include some, I don't know, Cold War references here and there, change up the mechanics, add in like a different system to pack-a-punching, to the crafting and stuff like that, and wabam, weapons are in the boxes. I guess the sucker fire is built, but that's not that difficult to do. Maybe add in some teasers and Easter eggs here and there, which they probably have been working on for a while, because also another thing to suggest the idea that this will be happening is Tom Henderson saying literally last year around this time that yes, these are finished, these are there to wait as a backup plan in case Vanguard fails, and it has. So don't worry, trust me, I do believe that these maps will be coming out very soon, not too soon, but soon. And hey, if they surprise us with a season 3 roadmap and Cold War has a section with Die Rise or Buried on it, I will be extremely happy, because that will just be mind-blowing. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video was entertaining in some kind of way. Obviously, as I mentioned, this isn't official, but look out for the dates of May, between June and August, and the last one, or tiniest bit of hope, because I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 2 will be releasing in October, is it releasing in 2023. Very unlikely. So we're definitely getting it before that game. Peace out.